Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Calvin Christian High School for this live broadcast on WCET TV between the Calvin Christian Squires and the Crusaders of Hudsonville Unity Christian. Both are schools that are covered by WCET TV. Today's the Russo's Pizza Day. We'll be having a Russo's Pizza Player of the Game at the end of the broadcast. I'm going to quickly switch headsets. I'm getting a little feedback here. I don't know if that's anything, Ben. How's that? All right, that's better. Can we hear it over there in the truck? I'll get your lineups as we get going, but the leadoff batter is number 1, the shortstop for Unity Christian. She is also going to be the first ever WCET Russo's Pizza Spotlight Player of the Game. She's a senior spotlight, and we'll be talking about Ashley throughout the game. First pitch of the game was a ball. Second one's right across the plate for a strike, called strike by the umpire-in-chief, who is Jim Inger out of Muskegon. He's an 18-year veteran. His partner used to be the athletic director at Zeeland West, Mark Worley out of Holland. For 10 years, he's been an official. Foul ball off the catcher's mitt. That's Macy Verbeek. Macy lives down at the corner of Navajo and Paiute. I live on Navajo. Macy's been my neighbor for many, many years. It's a 1-2 count. Ground ball is short. Picks it up, fires. One bounce, and we've got to put out at first base. A lot to keep track of today as I'm by myself. My partner got under the weather today, wasn't able to make it. Swing and a miss by number 24. That's your pitcher. That's Allie Lubin. Allie is a junior. Ball in the dirt, bounces in. Macy stops it. Back to the pitcher. It's 1-1. A little bit high, a little bit outside. 2-1. That's a check swing, but she went too far. Umpire said it's a strike. 2-2 count. Want to welcome you to WCET TV in this live broadcast. It's a 53-degree day here at Calvin Christian. Foul tip to the middle of Macy Verbeek, gets a strikeout. Out number 2 in this first inning. I'm Andrew Kovac. Our new station manager, Kurt, is in the truck eating Russo's Pizza. Also, Ben Fridsma's here. I'm not sure what other staff members ended up showing up. I might find that out during the course of the game. That was a ball down low. Tori Decker is your batter. She's also a senior, plays catcher, wears number 2. Unity Christian is coached by Dave Vandermeer. Oh, there's a fly ball to right field. It's over up against the fence. Cruising into second base with a double is number 2, Tori Decker. Nice hit by Tori, took it all the way to the base of the fence. Up next, batting left-handed is Julia Bremmer. Julia is a junior, wears number 22. It's a foul tip, it's a strike as Macy held on to it. A foul tip is not a foul ball. It is a swing, touching the ball, and going into the catcher's mitt directly, and the catcher holds on to it. It's a live ball. 2 strikes as the next pitch came in. It was a swing and a miss. Julia with a girl at second base. Outside. Macy tried to pull it in and get the umpire to call it a strike, but it was a little bit too far. It was actually in the right-hand batter's box to this lefty. There's a little check swing. It's going to drop into right field or left field. It's going to score. And coming around to score is Tori Decker. Now up. Number 3 as Julia steals second base. Number 3 is Natalie Bush. Natalie is a junior, plays third base. Right across the plate, but I guess it's a little bit outside. Ruled a ball by plate umpire Jim Inger. There's a high fly ball, and it's going to clear the fence. It's a home run for Natalie Bush. Scoring in front of her is Julia Bremmer, and that puts the Crusaders up 3-0 here in the first inning. Strike right across the plate. Our next batter is Kaylee Vanderveen. Kaylee's playing right field. Kaylee is a junior. Bases are clear. There's a floater. Crosses the plate for strike 2. Strike 3, call strike 3. That's out number 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and we had 1, 2, 3 hits. Nobody left on base as that home run by Natalie Bush cleared the bases. So after a half inning to play, Unity Christian is up 3-0. Warming up right now for Unity Christian is the pitcher, number 24. That's Allie Lubben. And she's throwing to the catcher, number 2, Tori Decker. Allie is a senior, or excuse me, a junior. Tori is a senior. 53 degrees at game time. Here lately, we would call that balmy. I umpired a game last night, or 2 nights ago, started off and ended up at 39 degrees. A tad bit chilly. Leading off for Calvin Christian will be number 5, Anna Zoot. Anna is a 9th grader for Calvin Christian. First pitch is a ball. finds a hole, be just off the shortstop's glove and into left field for a base hit. Up next, catcher, number 4, junior, Macy Verbeek. Pop up right across the back of the press box here, right over my head. 1 strike on Macy. Macy's dad, Ben Verbeek, is one of the assistant coaches. He's coaching first base. We have a dead ball as that ball hits Macy in the leg, and she'll go to first base. Moving up to second will be Anna Zoot. Getting ready to bat will be number 13, our shortstop, Lauren Steenstra. That's a strike right across the plate. Lauren is a senior. She will be the senior spotlight for the second game of this doubleheader here on WCET. We want to welcome all of you to this live broadcast. There's a base hit up the middle. Coming around third, getting ready to score. Here comes the throw. It's going to be all the way in, but safe at home is Anna Zoot. And Lauren with a base hit. It's now 3-1. And taking second on the base hit is Macy Verbeek. Pop up into the neighbor's backyard over here. That is from number 18, the pitcher, Brooke Hunderman. Brooke is a senior. Little ball down in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher there. Catchers, Tori Decker for the Unity Christian Crusaders. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, our home plate umpire is an 18-year veteran out of Muskegon. He actually started umpiring when he was 13 years old, doing Little League and all sorts of other stuff. He's been registered with the MHSAA for about 18 years. Ball up high. Counts full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out for Calvin Christian. There's a ground ball, gets past the pitcher, over to second base. So second to the shortstop. That's 4-6 for the force out at second base on Lauren Steenstra. And going to third on that is Macy Verbeek. Safe at first on a fielder's choice is Brooke Hunderman. Emily Goodhart is a sophomore. She wears number 17, plays second base for the Squires. She's up to bat. She puts down a bunt. Over to first, they get the out. Safe at second base, Macy Verbeek scores. So give Emily a sac bunt. So that's pitcher to first. That'd be a 1-3 and the second out. Swing and a miss. This is number 3, the center fielder, Grace Walcott. Grace is a sophomore. Her sister, Ella, will be batting here. She's in the number 9 spot, playing left field. They're twins. There's a ground ball. Cut, nope, deflected. Safe at first. We got an interference call on Lauren Steenstra, I believe. No, okay, take it back. Brooke Hunderman. So we got interference. And after one, it's 3-2 Unity Christian.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Pitch right across this, or a strike as Unity is up to bat now in the second inning. It's Olivia Miller. Olivia plays center field. There's a swing and a miss. Olivia is a junior. It's a swing and a miss. It's a strikeout. One out. Left fielder, number 11, Maya Vanderveen is up to bat. Ball's a little bit outside. Maya is a senior. Oh, a little changeup comes across, swing and a miss as a weak attempt, and it's a strike. Strike two. Nice changeup by the pitcher for Calvin Christian. That is Brooke Hunderman. There's a fastball on the inside corner. Strike three. Another strikeout. That's a fourth strikeout for Hunderman. Second one in this inning. We got two outs. Number 9 hitter, Molly Versluis, the second baseman for Coach Dave Vanderveen. Ball down in the dirt. Nice stop by Macy Verbeek, the catcher. Molly is a freshman. I don't know why I jumped. That was right at my face. I'm used to having a face mask on behind the plate. This time I have a screen right in front of me. It was literally coming at my eyeballs. Ball down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Now I know why I laugh at people when they duck when I'm umpiring. Because there was no reason for me to duck. I had a big screen in front of me, a big fence. Line shot, base hit by Molly Versluis. That's the 4th hit for Unity Christian. And back to the top of the batting order, our senior spotlight player, Ashley Valdier, shortstop. Senior and wears number 1. She's number 1 in mom and dad's heart. And she grounds out to the pitcher, over to first for the out. That's the 3rd out, and nobody scores that inning after 1.5. It's still 3-0. Getting ready to lead off for Calvin Christian in the second inning will be number 7, Carson Ballmer. Carson plays first base. Carson is a sophomore. She'll be followed by Caitlyn Van Dyken. Caitlyn is a senior. And then Ella Walcott is a sophomore. You've got the strike two on Carson. Carson is a first baseman. One ball, two strikes. Misses outside. 2-2. Tapper to third base, fielded, fires the first, got her out. Next up, senior, number 11, right fielder, Caitlyn Van Dyken. Caitlyn takes the first pitch and fouls it off to the screen over by the first base dugout. Wind's picking up here a little bit. It was 53 degrees at game time. Ball down low. Nice scoop there by the catcher. That is Tori Decker. Tori pounds the glove, says, give it to me right here. It came outside. Ball. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Number 11, Caitlyn Van Dyken, the right fielder today. Changeup, got her way out front. It's a first strikeout for Allie Lubin and the Crusaders. Strike right across the knees. A little bit outside. Swing and a miss. Ground ball, foul ball down to the third baseman. Foul ball into the neighbor's backyard. Outside. Counts. Foul ball. I believe the count is 2-2 with 2 outs. This is Ella Walcott. She's the left fielder. Where's number 1? I believe she's the twin sister to Grace. Oh, line drive back to the pitcher. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base here for Calvin Christian as they come out to play defense in the top of the 3rd inning after 2 full innings. It's Unity Christian 3, Calvin Christian 2.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
The number 2 batter, Allie Lubin. She'll be followed by the catcher, Tori Decker. Allie is the pitcher. And then Julia Bremmer playing first base. Your first 3 batters in this 3rd inning. Unity Christian up to bat. They lead 3-2 here on WCET TV. Pitch is a little high. Don't forget, today's the Russo's Pizza event. That means at the end of each game today, it's a doubleheader. We will be having a Russo's Pizza player of the game. Ball up high, ball 2. If you call Mike Russo at 530-3200, tell him who that Russo's Pizza player of the game is. You can get yourself a free pizza if you're the first person to call in. And I correctly identify the Russo's Pizza player of the game. That's not to be confused with the senior spotlight. There's a little floater caught by number 13, the shortstop. And that's 1 out as Tori Decker gets ready to step in. She's number 2. She's the catcher for the Crusaders. She's a senior. First time up, she had a double at the base of the fence over the left fielder's head. Pop up right over here. You got your glove with you? You can catch that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Decker shoots one up the middle, gets it past a diving shortstop into center field for a base hit. That's the 5th hit for Unity Christian. Julia Bremmer now up. She got a base hit in the 1st inning. She stole 2nd and then rode home on Natalie Bush's home run. It's a strike on the outside. Julia is a left-handed batter. She's a junior, plays first base. Brooke Hunderman has one, shortstop, fires it to second base and safe. The second baseman couldn't hang on to it, dropped the ball. So I guess we got to give her an error. Moving into second is Tori Decker. First error of the game. Oh, changeup gets her way out front. That's number 3, Natalie Bush. She circled the bases on a fly ball to left center field the first time up. She gave Unity a 3-0 lead. There's another changeup. Macy Verbeeker's ready to fire down the first. So Brooke Hunderman's going to the changeup on her this time instead of the fastball that she drilled over the fence. There's the fastball, but it's outside. Might have been a little slurve in there. Possible little curveball. Some sort of floater. This time second, first, safe at first. Got one at second base though on a force out. So that's a fielder's choice. Decker goes down to third. Bremmer is out. safe at first, Natalie Bush on a fielder's choice. That's the second out of the inning. Kaylee Vanderveen, the right fielder, junior, wears number 21, is up to bat. And a hot shot to third, quickly fires it over to first. And that's all she wrote for the third inning. There's no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base. And after 2.5 innings, it's 3-2 in favor of the Crusaders of Unity Christian. Well, Ashley Veldier wears number 1, plays shortstop for the Crusaders of Unity Christian, is our Russo's Pizza WCET Senior Spotlight player. For that honor, she will get a free copy of this game on DVD. And mom's name is Grace, dad is Brian, same last name, Veldier. She has an older brother, Matt, who works at Stryker, and he is married to Heidi. Heidi is a cosmetologist. She also has an older sister, Sarah, that is a senior at Calvin College. She's played softball for 14 years, been on the varsity team for 2. Other sports she has listed is she's a weightlifter, and she does weightlifting at OPTC. Ashley Veldier, the senior spotlight player. We'll talk more about her as the game goes on, but right now we've got Calvin Christian coming into the box. Fly ball, center field. Easy catch out there by the center fielder. That's Olivia Miller. And that's 1 out quickly for Anna Zoot, who comes up and flies out to the center fielder for 1 out. Macy Verbeek, the catcher, number 4, sophomore or junior. She was hit by the pitch in the first inning, came around and scored. She was the second of the 2 runs that scored. Anna scored in front of her. That pitch was a little bit outside. Ball 1 to Macy. There's a line drive to left field, and Macy's going to get to first base on a base hit. There's a line drive to left field, right between the shortstop and third baseman. That's Lauren Steenstra, the shortstop. She'll be the second game's senior spotlight player. Lauren had a nice base hit. That's 2 hits here to lead off the third inning for Coach Mikhail Heisinger. There's a little slow ball off the catcher or the pitcher. No play. Gonna have to give her a base hit on that one. Three hits to start off this inning. Moving to second is Steenstra. Moving to third is Verbeek. Courtesy runner number 10 for the pitcher. Number 10 is Andrea Deemer. Swing and a miss. 1 strike on Emily Goodhart. Emily's a second baseman. She had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. She's a sophomore. She's got the bases loaded, got an opportunity for RBI, and she's gonna pop it up. We got an infield fly rule, She will be out, and the runners will not advance. Pop up to the pitcher. Now, number 3, the center fielder, Grace Walcott, sophomore, is up. She takes one right on the outside corner of the plate for a strike. 3-2 in favor of Crusaders. Calvin threatening with the bases loaded, 1 out. Walcott up, takes a hefty cut and a miss. 1-1, or excuse me, 2 strikes. 2 strikes. First pitch was on that outside corner. There's a high pitch, fastball. That's the 3rd out on that strikeout. I think I said there was only 1 out. The lead batter, the leadoff batter for Calvin was Anna Zoot. She flew out to center field for the 1st out. The pop up to the pitcher was the 2nd out, and that strikeout is the 3rd out.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Macy Verbeek was on 3rd base. She had to get into the dugout, get her catcher's gear on, and now Hunderman can toe the slab and get her warm-up pitch in. Takes 1 pitch and fires it down to second. Calvin with 5 hits after 3. Unity with 4 hits, but Unity's got the 3-2 lead. We still have Jim Inger, the umpire behind the plate. And on the bases is Mark Worley. I've known Mark a long time, but he was out of place today. When I saw him, I didn't know who he was. I knew him as the athletic director at Zeeland West. And now he's umpiring and having a good time, coming out of Holland, Michigan. Strike across the knees to number 5. That's Olivia Miller, the center fielder, junior, leading off this 4th inning for Coach Dave Vandermeer. There's a fly ball into the backyard. Strike 2. Shot right across the 3rd base bag. Gets down in the corner. Gonna look like a ball. Nope, she's coming all the way to 3rd. Here's a play at 3rd. She's safe. What hustle by number 5, Olivia Miller. Give her a 3-bagger on that one. The coach was stopping her at 2nd. So what did Vandermeer know? She was fast enough to get to 3rd. She kind of flew right through his stop sign at 2nd and got in under the tag at 3rd. That was applied by Ashley, or excuse me here, by Anna Zoot. Good tag, but just she didn't stop at 2nd. She came all the way. Up to bat right now is Maya Vanderveen. She puts a bunt down, but it's foul. Maya struck out in the 2nd. She's got 1 ball, 1 strike here. She attempted to bunt, trying to get a suicide bunt in. There's a pop-up over the press box, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I doubt she'll be bunting now. If you bunt on 2 strikes and it goes foul, it's automatic out. She'll be swinging away. Maya's got Olivia Miller down at third. She's trying to pick her up. Change up, strike 3, pick off, or back pick to third, back in safe. That's the 5th strikeout for Unity, and for the pitcher, Hunderman. Brooke Hunderman. That's a missed bunt attempt, and it's a strike as she went. She offered. Again, Molly Versluis trying to bunt to get that runner in from third, Olivia Miller. Molly got a base hit in the 2nd inning. There's a pop-up in over the press box to the right side. I guess it hit the top of the screen and came back. She's got strike 2 on her. There's 1 out. Molly is a 9th grader, second base. Again, she got a base hit in that 2nd inning. Hunterman to float one across the outside, but just a little bit wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's 3-2 in favor of Raiders. They're threatening with a runner at third with 1 out. Molly Versluis drills one over the top of the, on top of the roof of the Calvin Christian dugout, and somebody's gonna have to go chase that one down. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes as Hunderman toes the rubber and gets ready for this next pitch. Foul ball, hit off Macy's toe behind there at catcher, and she taps her toe a little bit. That one had to hurt a little bit. Foul ball. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Molly hanging in there. Hunderman's pitch inside and drilled into the left field foul area. Hit it right over the top of Olivia's head, and Olivia looks down and says, "What are you doing? Trying to kill me?" 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up high, she wouldn't chase. Pick off at third, back in safely. 2-2 to Molly. Ball a little high, it floated in, but not across, or came across, but not across the letters. That makes the count full now, 3-2. So Molly's gone from 1-2 to 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. She swings and misses. The 6th strikeout for Brooke Hunderman, the 2nd out of the inning. And our Russo's Pizza WCET senior spotlight player of the game is coming up to bat. That's Ashley Valdier. Ashley bounced out to, well, she bounced out shortstop to first in the 1st inning. She bounced out pitcher to first base in the 2nd inning. She's up here in the 4th inning with Olivia Miller wanting to score after a leadoff triple. There's a pop-up, and it's dropped. It was an easy catch for Hunderman, but coming across in front of her was Hannah Zoot. She had it in her glove and dropped it. Collided with her and safe at first on an error. We're gonna have to give an E6 on that one. Run scores. Good suicide squeeze. Ashley looking to steal, but goes back. Second error for Calvin Christian. There's a steal attempt. Safe. Second stolen base for Unity Christian. Calvin Christian's coach is out talking to the base umpire. That's Mikhail Heisinger. One ball, one strike. There's a ground ball, this time fielded by third. Fires it to first, out. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth will be Calvin Christian. Unity now with 6 hits. And it's a little floater to the first baseman. Before I could even tell you that number 7 was up to bat. She pops out to first base. So that was Carson Ballmer. Caitlyn Van Dyken, the right fielder, is up now. She struck out in the second. She's up with nobody on base. We're in the it's second to first. They've got the 5th inning up there, but I've only got 4 innings. I think this should be the bottom of the 4th. I could be wrong. If I did, I don't know where I lost it. That's a quick inning for Unity Christian. There's a pop-up to the pitcher by Carson Balmer. Caitlyn Van Dyken was a 4-3 put out. And Ella Walcott bounced out to third base. 5-3 for 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. And after 4 complete innings, it's 4-2 Unity.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Okay. Eli Walcott got roped into doing the scorekeeping here, or was it volunteer? A little bit of both. Kind of volunteered after he was roped into it.
There's a lot of us.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Eli, we're glad you're doing what you're doing.
Or Coach in my hand. The bucket. Here's a lot of red. Yeah, in my hand too.
Unity Christian now up in the top of the 5th inning. Ball comes floating in a little bit high. This is number 2, Tori Decker, leading off the 5th at 4-2. There's another one up high. Sailed a little bit on Macy. She got her glove. That's a double foul ball, or else it was off the umpire's face mask. That hit you, Jim? Hit her twice? Foul off the bat, foul off the face mask and out of play, or off the bench. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jim is safe behind the plate. That's a strike. Decker, the catcher, had a 2-base hit. First base hit in the 3rd. She's got a 3-2 count right now. Looking for a 3-for-3 afternoon here at Calvin Christian High School. There's a pop-up. Shortstop says, I got it, and she takes care of it. Shortstop is number 13, Lauren Steenstra. Lauren will be our Russo's Pizza WCET senior spotlight player in the 2nd game. If I can talk to her between innings or between games. Strike in the outside corner. Bremmer, the first baseman, up. She had a base hit in the 1st, stole 2nd. That one's off Macy's glove all the way back to the backstop. In the 3rd inning, she was safe on an error. Well, she was safe at first as her compadre was going in the 2nd, and they were going to have a force out at 2nd, and the ball was dropped. There's a catch out to the right fielder for Calvin Christian. That's Caitlyn Van Dyken. That's the 2nd out here in the top of the 5th. Up to bat now, junior, number 3, 3rd baseman, Natalie Bush. Natalie cranked one over the left center field fence in the 1st inning. And ever since then, she's been getting pitches like that, change-ups. She had she was safe on a fielder's choice in that 3rd inning. Another change-up way out front, strike 2. They got Julia out on that fielder's choice. On the outside, seeing if she'll go fishing, but she wouldn't. It's 1-2. Line draw, or one bouncer to 3rd, over to 1st. That's a 5-3 put out, and nobody scored. After 4.5, it's still 4-2. Got some changes here. I hope they give them to me. Hey, Tori, make sure I get those changes, will you? Well, let him take 7 for 24. Is that it? Seven for 11. Okay, number 7 is coming in. For Unity Christian, and she'll be pitching. Number 7. I don't have a 7. Mackenzie Kaminga. Mackenzie Kaminga. Thank you, sir. Mackenzie Kaminga will be in for Maya Vanderveen, who's a left fielder. The pitcher, Allie Lubin, will stay in the game and go, let's see if we can find where 24 is playing. She's going to 2nd base. So we're coming up to the bottom half of the Fifth inning, it's Calvin Christian trailing 4-2. Leading off will be the leadoff batter, Anna Zoot, a 9th grader, plays third base for Coach Mikhail Heisinga. She got a base hit and scored in the first inning and flew out to center field in the third. Now batting in the top of the fifth. It's 4-2 in favor of the Crusaders. Ball's down low. Swing and a miss. Calvin comes into this event 7-0, having beaten Covenant Christian last 21-4. Here's a foul ball into the neighbor's backyard. One and one, she holds up, and it's 2-1. Having swept a doubleheader from Holland Christian at 15-0 and 15-1, Unity Christian comes into this game with a 9-3 record, having gotten beat 2-1 to Hamilton, 14-6 to Allendale. And they lost the nightcap of the Jennison game. They won the first of the two at 4-3 and lost 8-7. So they're 9-3, looking for their 10th win. Calvin's had a lot of cold and rain out. There's a base hit for Anna Zoot here in the 5th inning. There's a foul ball into the screen, fielded off the screen by the catcher, number 2, Tori Decker, the senior. Another one in the screen, and right back to Tori a second time. He's strike 2. Foul tip. Catcher has it in her glove. It's a strikeout. The umpire, Jim Inger, looking for a couple of foul balls that were in the dugout. Lauren Steen shows up as Macy Verbeek strikes out on a foul tip to the catcher for the first out. Remaining at first base is Anna Zoot. Shortstop Lauren Steenstra, senior, wears number 13. She had a base hit and then was put out at second base on a force out in the first, got a base hit. And ended up at second base in the third. There's a fastball, strikeout, number 4 strikeout, second strikeout of the inning, and 2 outs here in the inning. Brooke Hunterman, pitcher, safe on a fielder's choice on interference, or then without on interference, there's a foul ball right back at me. In the first inning, she ended up being the 3rd out of that inning as shortstop interfered with a ball hit to her. Brooke was safe at first in the 3rd on a base hit. And she's got a quick strike 2 count on a foul ball. 2 foul balls here to lead off her at bat. She's She's in the hole. She's got Anna Zoot over there at first base looking up. Ball's high. Zoot steals second. First stolen base here for Calvin Christian today. So Zoot's in scoring position, hoping Hunterman can get a base hit and score. Calvin Christian trails in this 5th inning, 4-2. They got their 2 runs in the 1st inning. Unity Christian got 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd. And 1 in the 4th. Bouncer to short. Fires at the first. Got her out. And stranded at second base will be Zoot. So our senior spotlight, Ashley Valdier, scooped that one up. Fired at the first for a 6-3 putout. For the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base, and after 5 complete innings, it's still 4-2 in favor of the Crusaders.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Her graduation party, and she said yes. Maybe I'll have to get her my address so that she knows where to send the invitation. Her plans for next year is to go to college and play softball at Ashland University in Ashland, Ohio. Extracurricular activities including her weightlifting at OPTC, and then she's a volunteer at Compassionate Heart. Compassionate Heart is a facility for special needs people of all ages. A little bit more there on Ashley Valdier. We'll talk some more about her in the next inning. Unity Christian is up to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2 on the leadoff batter. Number 21, Kylie Vanderveen. Kylie struck out in the 1st, bounced out to the 3rd baseman in the 3rd, and here she is up in the 6th, and she's gonna bounce out the 3rd again. Fires the 1st, and she's out. Nice little scoop there by the 3rd baseman. That's the freshman for Coach Mikhail Heisinger. That's Anna Zoot. And you got 1 out. Olivia Miller ran through the stop sign. Got a triple the last time up. Eventually scored on a sacrifice bunt by Ashley Valdier. She also struck out in the 2nd. Looking to get on base here. And check swing. Is in the dirt. It's ball 2. Want to welcome everybody watching this broadcast on Comcast Channel 25, Charter 189, or AT&T Uverse. Number 99. That's a pop-up to the pitcher for out number 2. 53 degrees here at game time. A little wind coming in from the west, heading out from the home plate to right field. Another error by Calvin Christian as pinch hitter Mackenzie Kaminga came up to bat. Had a slow topper, call it a swinging bunt. Got her safe at first on the hit, but on the throw into the dirt, she ends up taking second. Error on the third baseman throwing the dirt. There's a foul ball down the third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike to number 27. That's Molly Versluis. Molly had a base hit in the second, struck out in the fourth, and here she is in the top of the sixth, trying to get Mackenzie Kaminga, who was batting for Maya Vanderleet. And there's a long shot, and she's gonna touch them all. Home run. Number 1, Ashley Veldier, our WCET Russo's Pizza senior spotlight player. Plays shortstop for Coach Dave Vandermeer. She's up to bat. Ashley bounced out to the shortstop in the first inning, bounced out to the pitcher in the second inning, and had a sacrifice bunt in the fourth inning, was safe on an error. Here she is in the sixth inning with nobody on base as Molly Versluis cleared the bases with a home run. There's a strike right across for strike 2. Ashley fouled off the first pitch. There's a fly ball out to left field. Oh, the shortstop's gonna go out and get it. We'll give her credit for that one, so we'll call it a F6 and the third out. 2-run score. It's now 6-2 in favor of the Crusaders. There was 2 hits in that inning, 1 error, nobody left on base. And after 5.5 innings, it's 6-2 in favor of Unity Christian. Our senior spotlight player popped out to the shortstop, making a nice play on that was our second game senior spotlight player. That's Lauren Steenstra. A little bit more about Ashley here. Her favorite movie is Benchwarmers. Her favorite restaurant is an Italian place, I think she said in Spring Lake. It's called Two Tonys. If she could go to dinner with anybody, dead or alive, she picked Jesus Christ for obvious reasons. She wanted to get a ticket to heaven, I think was a part of it. Her parents are her best friends. She's been with them for 18 years. And the reason they're her best friends is she just gets along with her parents. They're always there for her, always supporting her. And the underclassman that she would like to pass her jersey down to is Paige Rylersdam. A little bit more about your Russo's Pizza WCET senior spotlight player. Up to bat here in the sixth inning, trailing now 6-2 is number 17, Emily Goodhart. 1 ball, 1 strike to Emily. Emily's pitched down in the dirt. Nice stop by Tori. Emily's a sophomore. She had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Popped up to the pitcher in the third. And she leads off the sixth inning with a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss. Takes the count full. You know, if you look in the rule book, you can't find the words full count. It's just a count, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's a bouncer, second base to first, and it's a quick put out. What a beautiful play by the second baseman. Make that a 4-3 and 1 out. Nice play by the second baseman, who was the original pitcher of the game. That was Allie Lubben, who is now at second base as Mackenzie Kamaga came in to pitch. She fired it over to first. And the first baseman, Julia Bremmer, caught it for a bang-bang play at first and 1 out. Number 3, Grace Walcott attempted the bunt, missed it, it's a strike. That's right across her knees for strike 2. Grace is a twin sister sophomore of Ella Walcott, and her big brother Eli is up here keeping the scoreboard for us, so everybody knows what's going on. And she's gonna pop up to the shortstop. Just like that, there's 2 outs. Calvin Christian comes in at 7-0. Unity comes in at 9-3. Number 7, Carson Ballmer, another sophomore for Mikhail Heisinger, playing first base today. She bounced out to the third baseman and popped up to the third baseman, or the first baseman. She bounced out in the second, popped up in the fourth, and she's gonna pop up to the second baseman here. And that's quickly 1-2-3. The only time that Calvin Christian has scored is in the first inning. Otherwise, they got goose eggs all the way across. But in this case, they're now trailing 6-2 as Unity Christian gets ready for the top of the 7th.
It's time to experience the flavor of Russo's Pizzeria. Pickup, delivery, and catering available. Proudly serving you since 1953. With generations of recipes to satisfy any craving, we're ready to make your next meal. Call us up or stop in the corner of 44th and Burlingame to get your piece of the action today.
Daredevil, she wants to skydive. She sends a shout out to her big brother Matt Valdier and his wife Edie, her sister Sarah, and her friend Jake Bosher. That's Ashley Valdier, the WCET Russo's Pizza Senior Spotlight Player of the Game. In a minute, we'll have a Russo's Pizza Player of the Game. If you Mike Russo at 530-3200, tell him who that Russo's Pizza Player of the Game is and be the first to do it. You can get yourself a free pizza. Hunterman gets ready to toe the slab and fires in a little bit low. Leading off is the second baseman, Allie Lubben. And Allie's gonna get a base hit to lead off the 7th inning. That's the 9th hit for Unity Christian. And Tori Decker, the catcher, will now bat. She wears number 2. And she's gonna line one, but it's gonna go foul down the left field line. Tori had a base hit the first inning. She got a base hit in the second inning. Both times she scored. And then she flew out to the shortstop. Tori is now on with nobody out, and Allie Lubben, who's now the second baseman, is at first base on a base hit. Ball's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zip up the jacket, Eli. That one's right back about your face. Why'd you duck? I did that in the first inning. One came right here. I'm going, I don't know why we ducked. We got that big screen in front of us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eli's done a great job on keeping the... that pitch was in the dirt. That's going to be a wild pitch. First one of the game that Macy couldn't handle, and moving up to second base on that wild pitch is Allie Lubin. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base hit up the middle. Pitch, or the ball coming through. Going to second. Got her at second. The run scores. Eight to 6 on that put out. Base hit number 10. And a put out, trying to stretch a single into a double. She hit it right up the middle, and firing it in center field was Grace Walcott, the little sister of Eli, twin sister of Ella. Ella's playing left field. That's a ball down in the dirt. Nice stop by Macy Verbeek. She gets that glove down. She gets those knees down. She kind of does a little pike position and keeps it in front of her. Ground ball to second. Takes a bad hop. Got to give her a hit on that. Wasn't it? Yeah. We're going to give her a base hit on that one. Hit number 11. Checked with my official scorekeeper over here, Eli Walcott. We both agreed it was a terrible hop to the second baseman for Calvin Christian. She's been making the plays, but that one, just as she's ready to field it, that's Emily Goodhart, took a wicked bounce off her wrist, and base hit to Julia Bremmer. Julia had gotten a base hit in the first, stole second. She was safe on an error in the third. She flew out to the right fielder in the fifth. She's now got a base hit in the seventh. Natalie Bush, who got a home run in the first, was safe on a fielder's choice in the third. Bounced out to the third baseman in the fifth. Is now up with a 1 ball, 2 strike count and another stolen base for Unity Christian as Julia Bremmer steals second. A little bit high, a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's 7-2. Changeup got her out front, strike 3, but the pitch was dropped by Macy. Had to finish the put out to first. But that's out number 2, and that's strikeout number 8. 2 outs now. Taking third on that throw down to first is Julia Bremmer. Kaylee Vanderveen is now up. She's a right fielder for Unity Christian. She struck out in the first. And then in the third and the sixth, bounced out to the third baseman. She hit that home run in the first inning, cleared the right or the left center field wall. Got 2 RBIs along with her home run for 3 RBIs. There's another fly ball deep, but it's going to go foul and stay in play, but in foul territory. Got the little sand wedge out on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Natalie, or excuse me, Kaylee. Natalie just struck out. Kaylee now with a 1-2 count, trying not to strike out. Hunterman has 8 strikeouts. Giver 9. That's the 3rd out of the 7th inning. Unity Christian now with a 7-2 lead as they picked up 1 run on 3 hits. There was a stolen base in there. 2 strikeouts. After 6.5 innings of play, Calvin Christian will be coming up trailing 7-2. It's their last opportunity. Again, we want to welcome you to this WCET broadcast. Boy, we got to come up with the Russo's Pizza Player of the Game. It's a little tough. I've got Brooke Hunderman with 9 strikeouts. I've got 2 Unity girls with home runs. Got a good idea. You'll have to wait for the 3rd out of this half inning before I tell you, though. That's a line shot over to the fence in front of first base. Leading off for Calvin Christian in this 7th inning is number 11. She bounces out to first base. Caitlyn Van Dyken. That's a 1-3 put out for 1 out. 7-2. Last chances for Calvin Christian. Eli's little sister Ella's up. Ella's the left fielder. Ella had a line drive to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. She bounced out to 3rd in the 4th inning. And she's got a 1-ball, 1-strike count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. On deck is Anna Zoot. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3. Out number 2, and that's the 5th put out by a Calvin Christian pitcher. In this case, it was number 7, Mackenzie Kaminga. Last chance for Calvin. Foul tip into the glove. Strike 1 on Anna Zoot, the 9th grader, 3rd baseman. She got a base hit and scored in the 1st. Was a fly ball to center field. She had a base hit and stole 2nd in the 5th. And she's got a quick strike 2 across her knees. 7-2. Coming into the game, Unity was 9-3. Calvin was 7-0. There's a pop-up right off us and over the top of us. Hit the protective netting and kept on going. 2 strikes on Anna. Trying to keep it going for Calvin Christian and Coach Mikhail Heisinger. Strike 3 right across the knees at the inside corner. And that's number 6 strikeout, and that's going to end the game at 7-2. Our Russo's Pizza Player of the Game is number 3, Natalie Bush. Natalie in the 1st inning hit the home run that set the tone for this game and scored 2 runs along with Tori Decker and Julia Bremmer ahead of her. Natalie Bush is the Russo's Pizza Player of the Game. Natalie is number 11. Natalie Bush, number 3, is a junior. She wears number 3, plays 3rd base. Natalie Bush, the 3rd baseman, is the Russo's Pizza Player of the Game. We're going to take a break here on WCET. We'll be back for the nightcap, and we'll do it all again. I'm Andrew Kovac with Ben Fritzman, our station manager. Kurt, I got to remember your last name because I'm forgetting it. I should remember it, but I'll find it out. Final score of the first game with Natalie Bush being the Russo's Pizza player of the game. 7-2, Crusaders.